was cool.
Now, what did that show out mean to you yesterday, man?
So yesterday was the biggest turnout that I personally have ever seen at an ABKC event for my breed, which is the Olde English Bulldog. There was more than 35 dogs there.
Oldies.
Total, yeah. And it was.
And give them context, because you've been judging shows for how long?
I've been judging dogs in the ABKC probably 2, maybe 3 years now. I don't know. But I've been competing in the ABKC 2012 maybe. So about 10 years.
10 years competing and never been to a show where 30 Olde English Bulldogs showed up to compete.
Never. Yeah.
How do you plan on continuing this? I
mean, I can't do it by myself. I mean, you know, my community has to support me. You know what I mean? That's not me.
Well, do you just think that they support you?
Yeah. I mean, now you might hear a little bit of a rumble. You might, the general probably whoop a little bit.
No. She's a hoodlum. She don't go over there. I ain't tripping.
Yeah, she'll learn. If long as she can get away, it would be on her. So for me, the oldie turnout yesterday, it felt good. It really felt good. I swear. I don't know why everybody needs to go out back right here, right now. But so to me, yesterday was an achievement for us.
Yeah.
For Gina and myself to have that many oldies at one time. Not necessarily just for me, but for my community and for the ABKC community. ABKC can now say, I've seen some good oldies. Not saying that the dogs that are showing aren't good oldies, but they only see 1, maybe 2. So now when you see 30 of them in one place, like, damn.
Yeah.
Damn. It ain't just, oh, that's
the only place where the oldies kind of highlighted?
I mean, there's other registry that we have, but no one does shows for us anymore. You know what I mean? There's the BRC does have, you know, some shows, and they do have oldies at it. So I'm not gonna not say they don't do it. You know what I mean? Because Anthony Pope's a really good dude. He's actually the one who made our trophies for this show.
Okay.
And so for me, that's what this show. Just to give you an idea, this show was mainly about. The president or the vice president of the BRC made the trophies for me from an ABKC show. So I'm not about this, you know, the separation. I'm about bringing everything together. What up, mommy? So for me, it was a very good testimony to who Gina and myself are, to bringing all those people together. And then hopefully it grows and grows and grows, because I really want to every year to see
growth. You want to see more people or more oldies?
More oldies, just because I'm being selfish, but more people as far as, you know, networking. Like, hey, man, I had a really good time, man. You got to try it. Man, I had people walking up to me left and right, bro, I'm bringing dogs next year. Yeah. You know, I'm bringing dogs next year. Okay, I'm good.
I say he bringing his dog next year.
Hey, I don't know if he's going to show nothing, but he's going to be working.
But that's cool, though. That's cool. I mean, I can't ask for any more. You know what I mean? If you tell me, hey, man, I really want to bring a dog next year. Perfect. That's all I want to hear. I'm glad you came, but the fact of the matter is, you are one of the people that were involved in the show, and you telling me I want to come next year, but I want to bring Rocco. Hell yeah. That's +1 now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm happy with that. The turnout was amazing. We, you know, I don't know if y'all seen me in the ring when I did the all oldies. It gave me chills, my man.
Yeah.
Like chills, because seeing, and the bigger picture that most people you don't know is some of me and those people don't get along, but they still came out to support. So I honestly take my hats off to them. Like, yo, listen, that day it wasn't about me or you. It was about our breed.
Yeah.
And that's, to me, that's what it's all about. You know, we're always going to be a little competitive because that's who we are by nature.
Yeah.
And, you know, the fact that they didn't, you know, we didn't have any problems, no issues. It was a smooth. Everybody was still talking. Everybody was being friendly, cordial. That's all you can ask, you know?
Yeah.
And the turnout was absolutely gorgeous, you know what I mean?
Likewise, I agree, man. I've been to a lot of, I won't say a lot, I count on one hand, but I've seen some ABKC shows and some big ones that I felt like it was a walk through and go sit down, and it wasn't worth talking to anybody, to be clear. So
yeah.
People were very kind, very respectful. They were motivated. It seemed like they were inspired. I saw smiles, and when I see smiles in the room, a lot of times it means we're going to be okay.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you go to some of these shows and there's a lot of hostility. You can see it in the face.
Yeah, that's what I don't want, man.
That's the truth. I've seen it. I'm the guy nobody knew. Mind you, when I was seeing Chris at any other show, and nobody knew who I was. So so much has changed.
I don't know. I had people texting me about what I told y'all this morning about the kids looking up to him. That's a portion of that. I promise you, that's priceless.
Yeah.
The other thing was I had people, man, my kid was asleep by the time we got out of the parking lot.
They were happy.
Listen, when you go to a dog show, I don't know about anybody else. I got a 7-year-old and a 9-year-old. By end of show 2, I'm looking at my wife like, yo, I'm ready. Because these little motherfuckers are getting to my last one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My iPad dead. Your phone dead. I don't have anything to entertain me. You know what I mean? But you got to take that into consideration. He's 9. What do you want him to do? Sit there like this?
No, I told them I get bored of the show. That's why I don't go, and I just don't like the atmosphere.
But see, that's why like the working event kept you engaged.
Yeah, we get to go back and forth. I get to do stuff that we like to do and see, and even more important, just shoot. I love putting together, content.
I think next year we want to try to do a weight pool. Yeah.
Bring back some old stuff.
So
remember when Diamond was the #1 provider of dog food for all weight pulling dogs? Those days are over, but still. I go give me a T-bone guy. Look, get your dog a T-bone and have him pull 3,000 pounds.
But see, that's what the thing is a lot of people thought that diversity was going to be our downfall. I think the diversity brings everybody together.
Absolutely.
And I don't know if any, like I told you this morning, man, the fact that everybody felt welcomed.
Hey.
They felt like, that is a little weird.
What?
It was like something just floating out of nowhere. Like everybody felt like they were a part of it. That is ideal for any show host. You didn't just feel like you were added at the last moment.
Yeah.
You know, for an example, I'll be honest, we added the pit bulls yesterday. I mean, not yesterday, but it's Friday night. He asked me, and I told the gentleman, listen, I don't have a trophy for you. I don't have a plaque for you. But I'll order one, and I'll have it sent to your house. And he was like, I am okay with that.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And you know, I understand because I am what they consider an other breed judge. I don't breed the American bully, so everything outside of the American bully is the other breed judge. You know how they separated at nationals?
Yeah.
The American bully judge and then the other breed judge. So I'm an other breed judge. So I understand that there's four dogs, so now this is a class to where I can get points. Mm-hmm. So I understand it. Hell yeah, you can bring them, man. I am another breed.
Well, the more the merrier in general, but even more important, the experiences. And we got some on the phone. I'll post on YouTube. It'll be a 9x16. But as Chris said, admiration is key. And he reached out to all of us. He called Stan on his own volition. Stan spends a lot of time, with me and Jamarcus, and he asked everybody to kind of, hey, I'd love to have you guys out and do what you do. And I know that he trusts me behind the camera when putting stuff out there for him. So nothing like finding some people you can trust that can do the work. So for Gina, she called and says, hey, can you get Chris? She's talking about what the event meant to him. I'm not there. One day I might be in a place where I can see what he sees and understand why this is so important. It's crazy because 20 years of work, one moment could mean everything. Yeah. That's what.
So what people don't understand is a ribbon's cool, trophy's cool, but admiration from your peers, there's no value to it. There is no value to it. You know what I mean? When Jamie Sweet or Joey Rita, they were my mentors when I was coming up. And when they see the dogs that I brought, or, they see the outcome of what we did with the Beast of the East 10 years, because it hasn't been done for 10 years. Yeah. They were both this morning calling me saying, man, it was a beautiful show, Chris. You and your wife did an amazing job. I haven't seen that many oldies at a show ever. Uh-huh. And that feels good, you know what I mean? That feels like we touched the community. We brought the community together. And now people are texting me and inboxing me, yo, man, I can't wait till next year.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about. For me, that's what it's all about. And at the end of the day, it's if I can have that admiration, that's all I need. I don't necessarily, I guess you could call it that attaboy, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need it, and sometimes some people swear they don't need it, but silently they get that little weird ass grin, like, oh yeah. You feel like a little kid, just like that story I told you. That man, he feels elated that his son is like, Dad, you gonna be like famous or something? You know what I mean? So having
Martinez
that.
said the same thing though. He said, my son said, Dad, you on YouTube? You're famous now. He's like, what? It's like I'm a nobody, but how kids think and how we think it too. I don't think nothing of it until you bump into people, and unfortunately nowadays followers do matter. Who's watching matters. Who's being seen matters. What you're doing matters. And it's because everything's so visible. And I know when people do get within 5 feet of us, or you're watching Fit Bully TV, and you know, I come out here and spend some time with Chris many times when I get a chance. The purpose is to add value to everybody else's life, including my own. So I just capture it. So I can only imagine, as I've seen what we had, what's Miguel? Miguel's got some kids, and he says, Trav, he was like, dude, you watch the president? He's like, man, my daughter said she seen the thing. Like, he said, man, that made my whole day, man. He was like, Dad, he's the best. If I had captured his reaction to his excitement when he's like, I was like, where'd you see it at? I saw it on TikTok. I saw it on YouTube. She saw all these platforms where she said, Dad, you made it. And his video, I think, did 70,000 or something. So you go, he was at the crib. He's just at the crib. You don't. You can keep it over there. Watch. I mean, I'm just being real because of you and Stan right next to each other. Yeah. You don't understand because you're not a father. I'm not. Stan, you're a father of 3. You can understand what we're talking about. Hey, Dad, we was in class today. Oh, we was at recess, and the little girl says, I saw your dad on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Yo, and I promise you, Stan's like, no. Jeez, the fuck up, bro. But because it makes them feel proud of you as a parent, like they're proud to say that that's my dad. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I
think it helps them understand why we're gone so much as well.
Yes, it helps make them rationalize what you do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, my dad, to them, if 100 people watch you, you're famous. Yeah. Let's just be real. As an adult, we take it to the extremities. Oh, you need 1 million followers to be famous. Listen, I don't care about, I love you guys, but I care about my son's view of me before I care about your view of me. You know what I mean? Because he is me 20 years from now. You know what I'm saying? Everything goes right. Yeah. So the thing is, you know, you want your daughters to be like, yeah, that's my pops, y'all. He got like 100 million followers. And stand over here like, shh, get him over. You know what I mean? Don't even fucking know any of my followers. You know what I'm saying? But the reality of the matter is, like, all jokes aside, it makes you as a parent almost come to tears. Like, it literally chokes you the fuck up. Because your kids are like, yo, that's my pops, B. Especially if you're somewhere random, like the bounce house, and then you see a little, and you're like, I'm just trying to have a good time with my kids. You know what I mean? You know exactly what I mean, bro. Yeah, you just get all cheesy and you feel kind of giddy that your daughters or your son is like, yo, my pops is famous. Yeah, that's my pops. Yeah, that's my pops. Yeah, as long as they don't go to school and tell everybody, yeah, my dad has boxes of hundreds. Don't do no shit like that, you know what I mean? But the reality is, as a parent, you know, there's no greater feeling than that. And so the fact is, the same way I felt about the show was my baby. The show was Gina's baby. Yeah. Everybody's admiration for the show kind of make you giddy again, you know what I mean? Like, yo, that shit was so dope, Chris. Thank you so much, Gina. Y'all did a great job. It's the same exact feeling you get, you know what I mean? Welcome to the country, brother. Pow, pow.
Look, guys, and that was the point of this video, just to keep it simple, sum it up. I've always told anybody this: whenever you have a friend, it should be somebody you admire. People complain about the people they're around. I don't know why people do that. I don't even like people. So if anybody starts annoying me, they get removed. I'm not nobody's friend. I ain't gonna be here long enough to give a shit about anything other than these dogs and doing good business and being kind, to say the least. So when Chris, Stan, Jamarcus, and I all come out, our goal is to, again, add value. And how we do, everybody who shook my hand yesterday, and we got a lot of videos going through the shorts, because I did one when I said, anybody comes up to me, I'm doing a video. Probably got 9, 10 videos where people were just like, they were just literally ecstatic. And it's because of the work. No one talked about the dogs. They did say, hey, man, you didn't bring Ego? You didn't bring? I said, no, I didn't, man. We're here for Chris. But they were, thank you for everything that you do, because it helps my dogs. And that's what we're here for. And that's why I'm here with him. And you need to be around more people you admire, because we're only here due to how much we admire, for one, Chris and what he knows. Told him he's got $1 billion mind. I know how to turn into a business. And just like anything, it does take work. It does take a lot of work, and we're all doing the best we can. So stay tuned, keep taking care of your dogs. Please get ready for Beasts of the East 2024, because we shall return.